Ho, 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 my peoples. It's almost Christmas time, and it's time for some What's on Deck. I'll try to keep this kind of brief as much as I can. First of all, a little update. Don't know if there's going to be a What's on Deck video next week or even the week after. Not like there's probably going to be a whole lot to talk about, but also, uh, my sister's going to be in town for Christmas. I'm not entirely sure how long she's going to be staying. So we'll see. This week for sure, probably no video. This week, obviously today, this week I'm doing a video, but this upcoming week, uh, what is it, the 27th to 28th, not likely going to be a video. And then the week after that, this should be a video. It's just going to be 1 week. Anyway, let's see what's going on this week in the world of playing cards. I just wanted to mention that. So probably, more than likely, no video the following week. Anyway, so let's see. Kickstarter, first of all, you got the dopamine playing cards. Really? Isn't that a drug? How exciting. It basically looks like a sun. And the Ace of Spades says nothing. It has nothing. It's just a bit. Excuse me. $12. And from the looks of it, court cards are standard. Excuse me. There is a little detail on the Ace of Spades, a little border, but no name or anything. Is it supposed to be hallucinogenic? These cards, excuse me. Behind the scenes. What electronic gimmicks? I don't. Oh my god. They have a condom? This guy created many messages that involve a condom. Are you flipping kidding me? Is this a collector's item? How do you even contact someone? Right? I want to produce some condoms. Good lord. I'm curious what dopamine even is. It's a drug. Neurotransmitter. Interesting. And that's what they decide to name a deck after. Okay, moving on. This week, by the way, Kickstarter is pretty lame. Oh my goodness. The Dragtastic playing cards, which has a drag queen theme, you will be creating it. Yeah, not likely. It currently is at $7 out of a $7,800 Canadian goal. It would have to be Canadian too, because you're not going to find a deck like this in America. Actually, no, wait, it's not. It's in Vermont. I rest my case. I didn't see. So $6 of a $6,000 goal currently pledged. It's just that Canadians are kind of ahead of the times when it comes to sexual orientations and stuff like that. Anyway, this is all we're seeing. They're not showing us anything. I don't know who's producing it. It's the back design just says Dragtastic playing cards. It's very one weight because of it. And you see some chick with facial hair apparently. Purple pips for the spades. That's all we see. That's not going to sell. People are not going to buy a deck of cards just because it's straight queen theme, especially if you're not showing anything. $15 for one deck. Only 200 being made. Oh, good. For $50, you can get a holiday edition of the deck, which will only be delivered in August. Why is the estimated delivery like 8 months from now? Are you kidding me? It's gonna take you that long to produce this many decks, or is it just gonna be that many attempts on Kickstarter? Only ships to the US as well. Moving along, we got Maya playing cards collection and more. Again, not doing very well funding wise. I doubt it's going to fund. We'll figure it's from Mexican. Oh, yes, it's by Olean Arts, who's done a few different projects. Not sure how this one is any different. $16 Canadian for one deck. La Sieba. Interesting artwork. Oh god, not this again. It's the same artwork I've seen him use before. Not really a fan, personally, because you can see the indexes are not really all that usable, not user friendly. I can't read what the indexes are. I don't know what they are. You can see a pip, and that's it. Because they're using some kind of Mayan lettering, numbering for the cards. I mean, I think that's fine. It's unique, but it doesn't make it usable, and it doesn't make anyone want it. I don't know how many times he's gonna try this. It's not gonna fund it. It's also a mistake, I think, for creators to launch a project at this time of the year, because who wants to spend money on Kickstarter projects at this time of the year? Who has money to spend on Kickstarter projects at this time of the year? He's canceled it twice, failed another time, and here he is again. Moving on. Um, we got, speaking of relaunches, lots of relaunches this week. We got the Aqua Species relaunch from Perpetual Arts. There's also a gilded deck apparently. I don't think it's gonna fund. You see where it's at right now. It's $1,800 of a $7,800 goal. There is 48 days to go. It's an excessively long project for some reason. Do I think it's gonna fund? Maybe. The artwork on the core cards is interesting. It's pretty nice. One way though, as you can see, the Ace of Spades is nice, you know, and all that. All the aces are custom. Pretty interesting. But then we have a problem because all the number cards are fists, and I don't know. I really don't care for that much. I appreciate the theme. I like the theme. I don't like the pink for a aqua themed deck. Like there certainly could have been a different color for the hearts and diamonds as opposed to pink. And I don't really have an interest in a deck of cards where the number cards are all just different types of fists like this. And in the back design, one way. I'm not sure what it's supposed to represent or what it has to do with aqua theme, but it's alright. Yeah. Then we have playing cards with frozen crystals number 2, apparently. Also, well, it may fund, it may not. It's a pretty small goal. It's by Lee Human. Apparently it's first created, but apparently it says crystal number 2. And ice crystals is apparently what they're calling snowflakes, because that's what it is. $12 on the early bird for a deck. And only 2 people have pledged. And 1 person has pledged for a single deck at the regular price for some unknown reason. That just tells you how good that one's going to do. Interesting mat design, borderless. Fairly standard faces. The core cards and aces are just snowflakes. It's not very exciting, and who knows if it's going to make it. And then we got Horizon playing cards. Going to be USB-C printed. This one may make it. It's getting there. It's at about $6,000 Canadian out of a almost $8,000 Canadian goal. However, it's horrible. The back design has some kind of a planet on it. It's very one way, obviously. It's got writing on it for some reason. And the faces just got writing all over them for some reason as well. My deck idea. Apparently it's the second project. Kind of curious what the first idea was. They even have a website apparently. ITS Design Studio. So they've designed some other decks that I recognize. I believe that's the Palette, I think. I don't even know if I have the one. And next to that one is the one that I got from Bokubo. I don't recall the name. None of these are all overly exciting. I see they trying to copy the Riffle Shuffle with banana theme deck. Let's quick look here. $16 Canadian for one deck. That's the back design. You can't even clearly see what it says. Horrible tuck case. Horrible faces with just a lot of writing on them. I mean, why would you do this to the court guard? It's like they stuck a sticker on his face. Queen of DMND. 6 of HRTS. We know what it is. You don't need to spell it out for no reason on the cards. It's dumb. I don't like it. Playing cards for dummies, apparently, is what it is. And apparently there's more than one different back design for planet, as you can see. And there's no reason to put IDS Design Studio and the other name that they're using there, and X or whatever, on the faces or the backs or anything like that. It's just, it's horrible. Just out of curiosity, previously created 12 Days of Christmas, which failed spectacularly. Moving on, something better, hopefully. Poker Stars playing cards, yay. Only a $500 Canadian goal, and it's about a fifth of the way, almost at $200. The back design very one way. It says Poker Stars, has pips on it. Not very exciting. The first project, $20 Canadian for a deck. Absolutely not. The tuck case isn't too bad looking, what I've seen. And that's it. I can't really see the faces. You can see a little bit of a face there. From what I'm seeing from the pips, I don't like the pips. And we got to see more artwork. You know, if you want to sell a deck, you got to sell what you're selling. But chances are, well, it may be fun. It's a pretty low goal. Speaking of bad, Galaxy playing card, because they misspelled it. Constellation Collection playing card. Why would you even need so much writing on there? Ridiculous title. This one is funded somehow. To me, this kind of rips off the Constellations decks from Bokubo. It looks very similar. $14 Canadian for one deck. Absolutely not. There is at least 5 different decks: Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, and Sagittarius. You see the tuck cases. See more of the tuck cases. More of the tuck cases. I assume they're planning to do more, as you can see all the symbols. Faces, basically the same as the ones from Bokubo. I mean, they added these corner details. They have the symbol in the center, which I don't know if the Bokubo did. But color-wise and everything, you know, it's kind of the same idea. It's just showing space, showing the constellations. If that's the back design, it is absolutely horrible. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The back design, and okay, it says Joker on that one. I'm not sure. I think it is the back design. That's the back design, I believe. Maybe. That's kind of weird. The Jokers, okay, they're Jokers. 4 of them say Joker. The other 2 say Libra and Gemini. So much for consistency. And they have ridiculous stretch goals. Or laser prices. Stretch goals. Yeah, those are good stretch goals. I don't know what the back design is, quite frankly. I don't really care. And I don't even know who is producing them. Luxurious is not how I describe them, that's for sure. Moving on, another relaunch. Currency playing cards by For Life. Failed before, and it's not going to fund again this time at this rate. It does have 46 days to go again, a ridiculous amount of time for a project. It didn't do too well last time that I can recall. And personally, if you're going to do a currency theme deck, A, do a much better back design. B, it's got to have green colors, not yellowy gold. C, you don't need to put the dollar symbol all over it. It's just massive overkill. Like, it's all over the back design. It's all over the faces. We get the point. It's based on the U.S. currency. You don't need to shove it in our faces. Gold metallic inks and gold foils, apparently. $11 on the early bird. There's still 91 out of 100 left. That's how good that one's doing. And then moving on, Fury 11 has some new decks that are coming out. Well, technically today, I'm recording this on Friday. They are Star Wars decks. There's two decks. There's this one, and then there's another one somewhere. There you go. You see them apparently. Pretty nice. The red one and the blue one. One is representing the Empire. The other one is representing the other side. Forgive me. I've never watched Star Wars. Really never cared much for it. But I will get the decks. Now, whether I get them from 311 or I wait for Murphy's Magic is another story and a question. Dumb and Dumber. I like it. Yeah, I don't see where the other one is on here. You can see it on their Instagram. Also, speaking of these stuff, David Blaine released Rose Gold Gatorbacks. They are foiled, as you can see. Very nice. Would have loved to have gotten them, but not for $100 for two decks. One signed, fat to seal, and the other one so you can open it. Maybe if there's less money. I don't know. Apparently, they are coming. It says here, Rose Gold Gatorbacks unsigned will be released in early 2020. How about you just release them right now? But I will wait. And I mean, I did see other colors as well on his Instagram before. Don't know where those are, but I will wait. I'm in no rush to get them. I'll pay $20 for them. I'm not going to pay $100. And then this is coming next week to Kickstarter from Card Experiment. The Musa and Gogetsu decks. I don't know if they're going to be bicycle brand or not. Pretty nice artwork. Well, I'm more than that once it launches. Ripple Shuffle has released a new deck. It is the Black Hole deck. 5,000 produced. I would definitely wait if I'm going to get this one, me personally, from Murphy's Magic. Although it is on special for $7.95 for 72 hours. But I'm not even sure how I feel. So basically, it looks like some guy's helmet, astronaut helmet, and a bunch of swirls. It's interesting. There's a little planet in there as well. Unless it's not a helmet. I don't know. It looks like a helmet to me. It's from Stephen Harrison, the designer of the Play Dead deck. And yeah, it's very interesting, very three-dimensional. There you go, you see the helmets. Interesting court cards. I definitely have, they look very repetitive though, the court cards. Unless that's the same court card. Definitely have some interest in it. But anyways, moving on. There's something new from INKSTER, which I, for some reason, did not go to. I also want to mention, very quickly, House of Playing Cards will be releasing not one, but 4 new decks in the coming days. I don't know when exactly. They haven't announced the date. Wouldn't be surprised if it's today or I don't know. Maybe it'll be Monday. Maybe it'll be for the end of the year, next Friday, for instance. But they include a new knockout in green and gold, which I mentioned before. And also a new Sven Gallery deck. The other two, I don't know. Throw out your guesses. Maybe it's a new release of the Crown decks. Maybe it's another NLC deck. He did tease something winter related on his Instagram. I saw a picture of the card with a snowflake on it, so I think it's going to be Winter Nocs. Anyway, Eyecatcher has a new deck. I remember to check them out because I remember they said they were releasing something a while back. It is the Bubblegum edition of the Eyecatcher playing cards. If I can get the pictures to load up. Printed by Cardamundi and a B9 Slimline stock. Designed by Eddie Cadla. Fairly static core cards, recolored. As you can see. Nice aces. And pretty interesting bat design. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. It is a little bit pricey, 18 euros for one deck. But, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. And then, a couple new things at Murphy's. I actually don't recall if there's anything at playing card decks. They had the Bicycle Gorgeous. Bunch of other new decks, Slices, Oblique, DMC Gaffs, Fox. Oh yes, the Buglets and the Deep Sea Monster. They're from Bokobo and Nocs. I got the Bicycle Gorgeous, which I received yesterday. The other two that they have there, was not interested at all. Going back here, Murphy's, there's this new deck, the World Playing Cards by Jerome Luginbull. I'm not really feeling it. The back design isn't bad. These swirls on it. But then the faces, that's the core card. Flowers. May want to be the first full theme deck I had. And then this one's got some weapons. It looks like it's right out of the Illusionist design book. It's a nice back design, but I'm not really feeling the core cards. Not really understanding the correlation between those two that we've seen. And then also, I'm not really feeling these ones. These are the Sinus, or is it Sinus playing cards? There's Raspberry and Black, and there's Turquoise. Turquoise, actually, not Turquoise. Why not? The Tuck Ace is interesting at the very least. Obviously, it's a very typographic deck, as you can see, by the Ace of Spades. You can see by the other cards. These are the Jokers. And the core cards look like that. They've taken the standard core card, chopped it up, recolored it for some reason, and written on there what it is, in case you don't know what the hell the K and the diamond means. And there's your jacks. I don't like painting the faces red for no reason. Also, why are they all repetitive? Why did they use the actual jacks and core cards for each suit since they're using standard core cards? This is just kind of lame to make them repeating. Lame. And then there's the other one. It's blue colors. How exciting. By the way, you see there the back design, I believe. It's pretty horrible as well. I wouldn't say horrible, but definitely not my cup of tea. So that is it for now. I will, do another update, I guess Sunday if I'm able to. I should be able to. Um, and yeah, we'll see what else is cooking on Kickstarter and elsewhere. Maybe we'll have a better look at these Star Wars decks and more information on House of Playing Cards. So stay tuned. We'll see you next time with more. All right, everyone. There's a couple quick things I wanted to talk about. First of all, I mentioned sort of somewhat before. I don't even know if this is recorded or not. Is this recording? I can't tell because my picture is frozen. Apparently it is. I don't know if you can see my face or not. Actually, I'm going to go to houseofplayingcards.com. I don't know when these releases are coming for House of Playing Cards, but there's a few things to mention. I suspect they will be coming at the end of the week, or I guess I would assume the end of the week. First of all, it's teasing something winter related. Obviously, it's an NOC deck. It's got a snowflake instead of a star on the Joker, as you can see. Winter Nocs. I don't know what color they're going to be. Maybe a light blue, maybe a silver. I don't know, something like that. Maybe a combination of the two colors. And then there was this tease. Somebody's referring to them as Fury Nocs. Something to do with something designed by INKSTER, who's done other decks. There's a bit of a story behind it. They're referring to, they're referencing the so-called North Ontario Company, NOC, aka NOC, known for fur trades in and around New England, Lake Ontario, names of the land. Actually, that sounds a lot like the story of an actual company, the HBC, Hudson Bay Company. Just saying, they were known for fur trading back in the day. They still exist today, Hudson Bay Company, big department store, fairly big department store in Canada. I don't know what it's going to be called, but obviously it's another NOC deck. Whether it's related to the winter one, I don't know. We'll see. It could be. It could be an entirely different one because they did promise 4 new decks, I believe. Or was it 5 new decks coming up? And as for what the other one is, well, one of them is going to be a Stengali deck on the Stengali website. But I don't know anything about that. And there we go. Confirmed. Winter Nocs, apparently in 2 different colors, blue and pink, coming December 29th, 1 p.m. Eastern. I don't know why pink. That's pink. It looks like pink. The other one to mention, which is also featured on the website before, at the bottom somewhere, is the green gold knockouts. How many knock decks do we need? It's just getting ridiculous and redundant. Actually, it's kind of interesting that they did that because they did have summer knocks, so why not winter knocks? Finally, after all these years, I still don't understand the pink color. Blue and silver would have been nice. And technically, one of them is blue, but it is what it is. And like I said, there's also that other one that has a bit of a story to it. No idea if that is a winter knock or if it's just a different deck. And yeah. And then I want to show you these Star Wars decks that 311 just released. Red and blue. I just see they decided to copy, I guess, Madison and some other decks. And Madison and Blaine by putting the face or the front of the box on the back instead, on the side of the seal. Okay. There is a light deck and a light side deck and a dark side deck. Pretty nice, obviously, your standard embossings and foils on the top cases, though. Is it really? Because it doesn't quite look like this foil. Yeah, okay, in this picture you can kind of see it's foiled. And that's what I would expect from 311, but some of these other images, not so much. Very nice top cases, nice back design, completely custom quote cards, based on Star Wars. Luke, I am your father. I will say that I have never watched Star Wars. I've always been more of a Star Trek fan. I like Star Trek. I've watched all the series for the most part. These are very nice looking decks. there than any Star Trek deck that's out there, that's for sure. Um, and yeah, like I said, I haven't watched Star Wars. I might have seen a little bit of it when I was a kid back in the 80s. But outside of that, never had much of a desire to watch it. But I like playing cards, so I'm going to get these, obviously. And I apologize if my review is not the best because I don't know anything about the characters. Not that much. Anyway, that is it for this week. Comment, rate, subscribe. And I'll see you next time for more. Thanks for watching.